What's up, world? This is your guy, Guitar K. And look, man, you, me, her, him, we are our habits. Look, man, bad habits equal a bad life. Look, you can't get over it. You can't get under it. Can't get around it. Accept it. Your habits make your life, man. You practice bad habits, you won't have a bad life. You practice good habits, most of the time it's going to work out good for you. Look, most people think that we rise to our dreams. It's not true. We fall to our habits, but that's not a bad thing. It's power in that because you can build your habits up to your dream. Don't miss that, man. You can build your habits up to your dream. Look, if you're not where you want to be at in life right now, it's probably because of some habits that you need to get rid of or some new habits that you need to start practicing. Let's look at the definition of habit. A settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. Like I said, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, because once you start practicing good habits and you get them implemented into your everyday life, it's going to be hard to give up those good habits, which is going to work out well for you in the long run. Let's look up how long does it take to develop a habit. I think it said it was like 18 to 254 days or something like that, but I want to go to the exact thing. We don't like to assume. Look, it generally takes between 18 and 254 days to form a habit, within 66 on average. However, the exact time frame varies greatly depending on the individual, the complexity of the habit, and the consistency of practice. Look, at the end of the day, it don't matter. If you want better, you're going to do better. Like I said, man, we don't rise to our dreams. We fall to our habits. And if you're like me and you're not where you want to be at in your life right now, then I understand that it's a lot of habits that I was practicing that was keeping me from getting to where I wanted to be. And it's also some habits that at a certain point of time in my life, I wasn't just willing to accept that I had to start doing. Some things that I had to cut out and some things that I had to start doing. Look, man, how you treat people, how you allow people to treat you. I know you don't look at it like that, but all of these are habits. I got to get in the habit of not getting into certain conversations, not allowing people to talk to me in a certain way, not allowing people to, involve me in certain things. These is habits that I practice now, man. Watch what you eat, watch what you say, watch what you do. All of these are habits, and all of these are important to getting you to where you want to go, because a lot of times your habits will get you where you don't want to be. And when you're where you don't want to be, you can't get to where you want to be. Look, man, watch your habits. Again, you are a direct result of your habits, man. Look, better habits equal better results. It's practice, self-control, discipline. Look, eat better, work out, study more, keep your word, finish what you start. You got to make it a habit to do it. And like I said, it takes more lengths and different lengths of time, but whatever the time is, don't even worry about the time length. Do it till it happens. Do it till it works. Make it a habit. Keep practicing it until it's just a natural thing for you to do. Tell the truth. Keep your commitments. Keep your side of the street clean. Your area that you're in charge of, keep it organized. Take notes. Ask questions. Get a better understanding. Ask for help. Look, whatever it takes, practice the habit of getting it done. Look, man, we're not taking shorts anymore. Take the hard way. Stop taking shortcuts. Stop thinking everything's supposed to be so easy. Stop expecting things to be comfortable. These are all habits that I had to let go. I used to want everything to be easy and everything to be comfortable. I got in a habit of comfortability and procrastination. Look, all habits I had to break. But you don't just break the habit, you form a new habit. So now when I let go the habit of procrastination, now I'm in a habit of getting it done. I'm in a habit of, going forward no matter what. I don't just be stagnant no more. I don't get complacent. I'm always in motion. And I mean positive, productive motion. Because like we said, it could be a bad habit. I could be in motion towards something negative. We're not doing no negative habits. Make sure your habit is positive. Make sure your habit is productive, not counterproductive, not nothing that's going to land you in the slammer. Like I showed my age there talking about the slammer. That's jail. That's prison for somebody that might not know. Look, do what needs to be done. Be consistent. Be consistent. Constantly working at it. If it don't work out, try it again. Try it again. Try it till it works. If you got to pivot to something different, Do what it takes. These are habits. I used to have a habit of if something didn't work out, I just threw my hands up. I don't sit around, I ain't gonna do nothing. Change all your habits, man. Change everything. Be the same person all the time. Be consistent. Be the same person in this arena that you is in this arena. That way you form the habit of being that guy. You're not on and off. You're always on. They say if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Like I said, make sure your habits is healthy, positive. Take care of yourself. Go to the doctor. Go to the dentist. Like I said, work out. Eat right. All of your habits work together as a whole. If you're slacking in one thing, it's going to pull you down in other areas. You gotta perform good habits, practice good habits all across the board. That way you raise up and build a good, strong foundation, man. No cracks in the foundation. Good habits all the way around. You are your habits. One bad habit can knock down all your good habits. You better think about that, man. Look, I've seen it done, man. You can't fake good habits. Look, you can't fake habits, period. Habits it happens. It's going to happen whether somebody's looking, whether nobody's looking, whether you get applause. You will be your habits. You will do what you do. Look, the people that you associate yourself with, the people that you're willing to have in your circle, these are habits. I used to have a habit of accepting certain people into my circle. I used to have a habit of being like, oh, well, I can't do him like that. I can't do her like that. Look, if these people is no longer building onto my spirit, if they're not adding logs to my fire, I can't deal with them like that. I'm not saying that I have to be hating on them and downing them and judging them. I'm just saying that everybody can't go for your journey, man. Sometimes you got to lighten the load. You got to form new habits. If your old habit was you're trying to take everybody and you're trying to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, new habits, lighten your load. Whatever it takes, do what needs to be done, man. Look. Like I said, your habits is just what you do. Matter of fact, your habits are more than what you do. Your habits are you. When people see you, they see a direct reflection of your habits. You can look at somebody and tell if they work out. You can look at somebody and tell if they on drugs. You can look at somebody and tell if they overeat. Look, your habits going to show. So like I said, good habits is going to show. Bad habits is going to show. Your breakthrough is in your habits. Your level up is in your habits. Look, man, your dreams are in your habits. Reaching your goals are in your habits. Like I said in the beginning, we do not rise up to our dreams. We fall to our habits. So raise up the level of your habits. Practice. Build it up, man. Be consistent. Never say die. Keep going, keep marching. One foot in front of the other. Small habit building. You keep building up, it's going to amount to something great. Like I said, man, you are your habits, but don't look at that as a bad thing. That gives you the power. That gives you the pen. You are the director. You're the coach. You are the everything. You control your habits, man. You control your effort. We don't got none of that negativity. We don't got none of that it's easier said than done. We don't got nothing, well, that sounds good. Look, I'm telling you, this sounds real good. Start practicing good habits and you will have good results. This is your guy, Guitar K. Good habits today, man. Be more